some dangers of RVing. And remember that thing with Unstoppable Morgan and the ice cream lady? Well, we got some more stuff about that, so stick around. All right, we're going to start off with some dangers of RVing. Now, I know I talk about the RVers a lot, and some of it isn't in the greatest light, but I do have a lot of RV, van dweller, nomad friends, and I do like a lot of channels, but I seem to talk about the bad ones. So I just want to cover this real quick and remind all my nomadic friends that, yeah, there are some dangers out there. Now, there is it was a 59-year-old Florida woman was run down by her truck and travel trailer in a Minnesota campground. And the lady passed from her injuries. So apparently she was out and about walking around, getting ready to leave or going. They didn't really specify. And her rig started to roll and she was in the path and it didn't end well. So just a little reminder that, you know, you guys are out there and you're traveling and you're going from point A to point B, and with the way things are now and everybody schedules ahead, and I have booked this reservation at this campsite and we're going to be there, and then we're going to travel and we got this one booked and this one booked, and you're booked all out because of the way things are. And sometimes you might just get a little, you know, behind or in a rush and you forget the simple things. So it's just a little reminder to slow down, take your time, and do all those simple little things that you did in the beginning and you learned to do. So do your walk arounds, make sure everything's good to go. And definitely, whether you're on level ground or not, definitely use your wheel chocks. Forget all this other stuff that they push and they tell you to get this, and, you know, get the little snap pads for the bottom of your landing gear, your leveling jacks, and get this special little thing to put your shit hose on to do this, and get all these little fancy. No, get wheel chocks. Get some serious wheel chocks that work. And again, make sure everything's good to go. Your hitch is hitched and your chains are on, your safety chains, and all those other things, because you just never know. And so just a little reminder, a tip, that these things happen, and it's usually because you're in a rush and the little things slip your mind. So just a little reminder from good old BlindViews. See, I'm not so bad after all. All right, now I want to move along to Ecstatic Campervan. Oh man, he was at a beautiful, wonderful spot along the Pacific Ocean. I think he said it was Trinidad. But yeah, he was there before, not too awfully long ago, if memory serves. But yeah, really nice spot. It's one of his favorite spots, as he says. But yeah, awesome views up there. I think it's in I don't think it's in Oregon or why. I do believe it's in California, Northern California, if I'm right. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will correct me. You're good at that. But anyway, it was a really nice spot there along the Pacific Ocean. And then a good old Scott, that's right, Static Campervan, he talked about, you know, people always ask, well, what about showering and what do you do and everything? So he addresses his desire to not have a gym membership.
Whenever I talk about showering, it always brings up a lot of questions and comments, and people like to either ask me why I don't have a gym membership, or they suggest me getting a gym membership or going to a community center to get a shower, and those are all really good viable options for getting a shower if I needed one, but it's really a non-issue for me. I have a way of bathing every day using my sink here, and I do that every single morning, and a lot of times I do it before I go to bed at night, and it works really well. It uses very little water too. I usually use less than a quart of water whenever I take a bath. It works. It works so good that I haven't felt the need to have another gym membership.
There you go.
I've had
a lot of people, they do the gym thing. He was getting ready to say he's had a gym membership and all that good stuff. But yeah, you find a way, and you don't always need to go to the gyms and everything. If you have your little area and you have your space and you have the ability to do it, go ahead and do it. And if you want to know how he does it, go on over there and check it out, and check out Static Campervan. Good channel. Really cool dude. Really good dude. Earl Mello, he's the opposite of me. He doesn't drop the F-bomb and he doesn't rant and rave. He's real calm and cool, but really good channel. Some of his videos are on the long side, but they're worth a watch. It's always good stuff. In my opinion, so go over and check him out. The Unstoppable one. That's right. Unstoppable Morgan. Everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people ask, where's Morgan? Have you heard anything about Morgan? What's Morgan doing? Well, Morgan has been on Patreon doing her thing. All her people that pay to watch her, they get to see her, and she posts occasionally on Instagram. She did come back on YouTube and did a live stream or whatever. Yeah, I think it was a live, but I haven't seen anything since that one. But EWU, that's right, they released a full body cam thing of the incident between Morgan and the ice cream lady. Yeah. We did see little snippets on YouTube, what the ice cream lady posted on Instagram and everything. That made its rounds and everything. But now we have the body cam footage. So I'll leave a link to this down below so you can go watch it. But in this little, I'm going to play a little clip that so Morgan had a little a drink up in her cup holder. It was in a can, and the officer noticed it, and then he went and did some things and talked to people and went back, and the drink was gone. So he wanted to know what the deal was.
For a minute, when I talked to you earlier, it was there. I go away and I come back and it's gone. That's what I'm asking.
Do I need to find
I'm asking what kind of drink was it?
Dr. Pepper?
It wasn't a Dr. Pepper. It was, the Dr. Pepper wasn't the first one.
Nice try.
The second one was like a bluish can. What was that?
I don't know.
Then why'd you move it?
I'm sorry?
Why was it moved then?
I'm sorry?
Why did you move it?
Oh, I did not.
So I just magically see a can there.
I thought it was kind of funny that all of a sudden Morgan has a hearing problem. Huh? What? What'd you say? Come again? But yeah, it's a pretty good little insight of everything that went down. And the ice cream lady was not happy at all. Of course, everybody was racist. Everything is racist, and it didn't matter what she said. Even though there was actually no crime committed, she wanted something to be done because it wasn't done because she was black, and it was a whole racist thing and all this other stuff. But that's just half of it. But yeah, later on, Morgan did admit, I don't know if it was on her Patreon or something, but she did admit later that she was pretty toasty. She was a little bit drunk, and that's probably why she flew off the handle and everything got out of control. So yeah, she tried to play it off and hide it there. But it's a good little video. If you are interested in the Morgan saga with the ice cream lady, go over and check it out. EWU Bodycam. All right, Darling did a good video about Tim and his self-centeredness. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I didn't watch the Tim video, but I did watch Darling's little interpretation of it, and I thought it was, as usual, done very well. I did I did watch Crifters Anonymous. He mentioned it as well. And I just thought it was funny because it is a typical Tim, and it is the fact that Tim met a Vietnam vet, and we all know Tim has his crushing it or his Sarasota Tim little baseball cap on there, and he proudly presents that. And this vet, he had his Vietnam vet thing on with all his little badges of honor across the front. Tim didn't address that. Well, at the very, very end, he did when he was all by himself. But the whole little interview when talking to the gentleman and his wife, yeah, it was all about Tim. It wasn't about this man. He talked to the guy, and yeah, he didn't. It was all about Tim, and that's typical Tim. Anything where I saw that anybody else was involved, Tim's horrible at that, talking to other people and about other people. Not very good at it at all. Even when he does little product reviews, I don't think he handles those very well. His element is just sitting in his little truck, just and just running at the mouth about absolutely nothing that he knows absolutely nothing about, but pretends that he is the genius. And when he goes on his little tirades about living your life now and do it at 62 and you don't need a lawnmower payment. That's another thing I thought was funny. A lawnmower payment. Who the hell has a lawnmower? What kind of lawnmower is this guy buying? But anyway, so go over and check out the folks that I mentioned. I will leave links below. And as always, you don't have to agree with me. That's never the point here. The point is...
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.